Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and I'm back with another video. So it's been about 4 months since my last video, and I really feel like I needed to come on here and just do an update of what has gone on in the last 4 months. And let's just say it's a lot, so I just want to basically jump right in. So my last few videos were some vegan recipes and some vegan stuff that I was doing. I did a video on how I was going to start to eat a vegan diet again, or a plant-based diet. I also mentioned how the word vegan is something that I'm not going to label myself with, because just knowing about veganism, it just means so much. That word is a lifestyle, and it's a life change. And some people say it's an ethical thing. So it's a lot more than what I ever intended to be. So let's just stick with plant-based diet. I wanted to eat a plant-based diet once again, and I had all the right reasons. But in my channel, I've always been 100% open and honest about my journey with food and all the struggles that I've had throughout my life with weight gaining and losing, and the struggles with food. I'm not really sure how much I've gotten into it in other videos, but in this video I'm going to try to kind of put all those things together. So basically, in the span of like 2 to 3 months, I gained about 30 pounds, which is a huge setback for me in my journey. I don't know if I'd ever mentioned this, but I've suffered with an eating disorder for pretty much my entire life. I didn't even know it. Just as I didn't really get too into it until I was an adult, and I decided to find help, I guess. So I started going to meetings for it. I would say it's like a binge eating or overeating disorder. I've always had a bad relationship with food, which has made my plant-based diet decisions 10 times harder for me. Just because the relationship that I have with food. So it's very conflicting for me, because I have done so much research and I have so much information, endless information about, all the aspects about all the pros and the cons and everything that comes with being vegan or having a plant-based diet. And I went on a journey. Excuse me, guys, I need to charge my camera. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, I started this journey the second time around, trying to have a plant-based diet with a more holistic approach to it. I just my mind had been open to so many new things, and I just wanted to live a more wholesome, holistic, lifestyle. So I started purging things, from even personal care things, to more healthy things for my body. So simple things that I can mention is I started using organic based hair products. I started in soaps and toothpaste and mouthwash. All those things I kind of got rid of and have incorporated natural based products. So I've tried to use natural products as much as I can in every way. Non-toxic nail polish, makeup, just everything in general, more natural. And so it was a whole process for me. It was a really beautiful journey that I was going through at the beginning of 2019, ending of 2018 and beginning of 2019. I had already been going to the meetings for this eating disorder for like a year and a half, and I'd mentioned this in my other videos as well. I was counting calories, and that is how I lost about 55 pounds. And I was well on my way to my healthy weight. I was only about 30 pounds away. Now I'm about 60 pounds away from my goal weight. So it was a pretty big setback, and it it was a lot of weight to gain in such a short amount of time. So a lot of things happened, and that's kind of like what this video is about kind of like what happened in my life that kind of has me to this point. So like I said, in the beginning of the year, I started doing all of that. I was like really deep into my research, and I was purging products and eating organic. I would eat organic as much as I could. So I completely cut down on like eating out, and well, not completely, but I would go to like vegan restaurants. I got really into going to vegan restaurants here and there, but mostly I would just eat fruits and veggies and keep things very clean and simple. I did show, I think my last video was a grocery haul. So if you want to go check that out, you can see what I was purchasing. A small amount of food, whole, plant-based, and mostly organic. And that worked out great. So at the beginning of the year, I started doing that, and I lost about 10 more pounds. I did a 21-day raw cleanse, which I think I documented some of it, but I don't even know if I got to edit and upload it. But I did attempt that raw cleanse. It was very difficult. If you think doing a vegan challenge is hard, try doing a raw cleanse. That is like a whole nother level of intensity. But I did pretty okay during it. But I did stop going to the meetings. The meetings were starting to become sort of like all consuming in my life, and it was taking up a lot of time. Like Fridays, it would be from like 7 o'clock, and it would start at 7:30, and I wouldn't leave until like midnight to 1 to 2 a.m. Like we were there for a really long time. The group of people that I was with, they became basically like a family to me. So we're very close, very great people. It was just, it was good to have a lot of things in common with people from different age ranges and different walks of life. And it was really an incredible experience. But I started to feel like all I was Jessica the overeater. Like I felt like it was just my identity, and I didn't like that. And I felt like I was at a place where I was so close to my goal weight, where I felt like if I continued to eat right and focus on this holistic approach to my life, that I could just lose the rest of the weight. Because what happened was, after a year or so, I did drop some weight, but then I plateaued for a while. So I struggled with counting calories, and I struggled to keep losing the weight. I was still in school also. I graduated in May. So the whole beginning of the year was very tough for me. It was my last semester, and I really had to struggle to keep my GPA up and basically pass my classes. So I had a lot on my plate, and I decided to step back from the meetings for a while. And I was doing great with the holistic approach and the plant-based diet. And then somewhere in between finals in college, like I would say around end of March, beginning of April, that's when I started to like have a decline. I just started craving non-vegan food, and not just any non-vegan food, but like junk food. And it all starts, it's very insidious, this thing with the food. It's like a trickle down effect. Next thing you know, boom, it's this big problem. But it started off with like, you know what, let me drive by and get some fries. They're vegan. I'd leave class around 9 o'clock, and most of the time I would pack my lunch to go to work, but then I wouldn't have any dinner. It's kind of hard to pack lunch and dinner on the go, and then maybe not have somewhere to heat it up, because by the time so I had night classes in school, and by the time I would get off class, the cafeteria is closed, so the microwave is closed. So a lot of times I would get home around 9:30, and my parents were sleeping, so everything was off in the house, and I didn't. First of all, I was exhausted. I had been up since very early to go to work and then school, exhausted, and so to come home at that time and start to cook, and just it was just a lot. So my dinner started becoming some sort of fast food, and it started like that. There are some vegan fast food options, and so that's what I started out with, kind of like vegan Taco Bell, or KFC fries and all other type of fries and stuff like that, which is obviously not healthy at all, but it seems so innocent because I'm like, I'm losing weight, I'm eating vegan, I'm being healthy, like this won't really hurt. And then it's like it's like it's like if you get think about like a flesh eating monster that is like raging, and you somehow manage to trap it in a cage, and then you like, let me just open the lock, let me just swing the door open slightly, and next thing you know, this monster just like breaks out. This is like the best way I can explain what's going on with me. So just bear with me. I know you vibe with me. So it's like it went from that to like just full on cravings for junk food and fast food, like I hadn't had in years. And it became very hard to stick to my plant-based diet. Next thing I know, I was eating some animal products here and there, and next thing you know, I was eating like vegan during the day and just garbage at night, which is pretty much the worst time to be eating crap. So that happened for a couple months, and I wasn't noticing that weight gain too much. Like I graduated in May and I had already put on about 10 pounds, but I'm like, what's 10 pounds? I can lose 10 pounds easy. And I stopped counting calories, like I said, because I didn't know what I was eating. And that's, I think, the biggest thing is that once I didn't know how much I was eating, I could have been overeating 100 calories a day. I could have been overeating 600 calories a day. I just had no idea. So that was really difficult. And so that's pretty much how it started. And then so after I graduated, I started dating. I had been single for like a year and a half or like a year. And, I wanted to start dating. So I did. And, I did meet someone. I'm actually with somebody right now, and they are not vegan. So I was already going downhill before I got into this relationship. But being in a relationship, being in a relationship with someone who's not vegan, for me personally, has been very tempting, has been difficult to, just made it more difficult to try to stay on the straight and narrow path, if that makes sense. So I started eating animal products like within my diet here and there, like some eggs, some chicken. And to me, it's like I'm kind of like an all or nothing type of person. I'm sure I've mentioned that in my channel at some point. I've always been that way, like all or nothing. So for me, it's like I'm going out on a date to a restaurant that doesn't have great vegan options, and I have to choose between a side of French fries and grilled veggies because they don't have a vegan option. So if I'm gonna eat something non-vegan, I want steak. I don't want chicken. I don't want fish. I want steak. So that's just my mindset, unfortunately. So I just started eating out. My boyfriend eating meat here and there, and it just kind of started like that. And now we're here. It's August, and I'm 20 pounds heavier. And now I'm like, whoa, okay, I need to do something. So I considered counting calories again because I'm struggling to eat vegan. So what happens is, I don't know how to explain it. Your body is a very intricate machine. Like, it knows what's its routine and it knows what it's not. So for me personally, for me to maintain a plant-based diet, it's something that I have to get into. It's a mind. I have to be in the mindset. I have to be locked and loaded, and then I can face it. But once I'm out of that mindset, and once I get the taste for regular food again, then I kind of look at vegan food like, it's different. Like, your taste buds are different. Like, things that I would enjoy when I was eating plant-based, I don't enjoy as much anymore. Like, a plate of veggies, I'm like, something's missing here. I'm thinking like a carnivore again, or like, where's the piece of meat, So it has been difficult, to say the least. So since I haven't been able to go back to eating plant. It's something that I know I'm gonna go into again. Like, that is just 100%. At some point, I will break through that wall and try plant-based again, fully plant-based. But for the time being, I avoid animal products as much as possible currently. And I'll get into that. But so what I'm doing now, so I thought about when I noticed that I was having a problem, I was like, okay, this is how I think. How am I going to fix this? How do I get myself back on track? I thought about counting calories again. And then even that is a routine that took me a really long time to get into. It is time consuming, and it does take effort, and it does take time. And because when you have to cook your food to know how many calories. That's the key to counting calories, is you got to cook your food so you know how many calories you're eating. Otherwise, you're going to be eating food out of packages and reading it out of the back of the box, seeing how many calories it has. And if you're reading out of the back of the box, you're probably not eating that healthy. So I thought about counting calories again. I'm like, man, I don't know how I'm going to get back into that groove. I used to weigh everything. I mean, you guys saw, even in the vegan challenge videos, you guys saw that I had my scale. Even while I was doing that, I was counting my calories still. So it is a process that I told my mom. I chat with my mom about these things. I was like, I don't think I'm able to do it again. I don't know. It would take a lot for me to get back into that groove again. So I'm like, okay, plan B, diet and exercise. I know how many calories I need to eat. And I got to the point where I'm really good at estimating how much food I'm eating, if that makes sense. So I figured I need to do something with my diet for now, and I need to do exercise, because another thing is, while the first couple months of the year I didn't work out almost at all, because I was in school doing finals, stressing out about graduation, and the last thing I wanted, and it was winter, and the last thing I wanted to do was work out. So I lost the swing of things when it came to physical activity, and that hits me really hard. The eating bad with the no physical activity is just a terrible combination. I think we all know that. So I said I have to start doing physical activity now that I graduated, have more time. So the other thing is, I'm in a relationship now, and that takes time. It takes time to get to know someone, and when you are new into a relationship, you want to spend all your time with this person. So I'm struggling to balance everything, but I'm getting into it. So I just started a new program. I watch a lot of YouTube, so I see a lot of YouTube ads, and I kept seeing Jillian Michaels' app, commercial for her app, and it looked really good. It looked like it was very customized to your your age, your situation. It looked like a very good app. So I was like, you know what, let me try this app. Because the thing about the gym is, once you lose the swing of things and that, it's hard. You get in the gym, you're like, okay, what do I do now? Like, I lost even the ability to put a workout together. I am just forgetful. Once I get out of the swing of things, it's really hard for me to go back into like how was I doing that? Like literally. So I was like, Jilly can help me out. So I got the free trial and I started this week. Today's Friday. So it's been a full week. Well, tomorrow and Sunday I will continue to do the workouts, but it's been a full work week of doing the workouts in the morning, and I gotta say the app is amazing. I'm good. I know there's always a video where I'm like, I'm gonna do a video about this, and then I never make it, and I'm like, Jess, you told them you were gonna make the video and you didn't. Shame on you. But I am planning to make a app review for the Jillian Michaels app because I love it. I love it. I think you guys should know about it. Well, I kind of just gave it away, but I want you guys to see why I love it, because it is kind of pricey. It's like $90 a year and or $14.99 a month, but I'm definitely gonna go and like pay for the year because, you know, I think it's worth it. And the workouts are tailored to me. You can well, I'm not gonna go into the app because then what's the point of making the video? The app is great. I've been working out. And so the other thing was that I discovered that my job has so many great benefits that I am just forever thankful. And one of them is that they partnered up with Deliverlean, which is a company that delivers meals for a discounted price, because as an employee, I think the company pays for a part of the meals. So the meals come out to like $5 a meal. I had about a $60 weekly budget, as you guys saw in my last video. And so if I'm getting, and then Fridays are like my day to go out to lunch with my coworkers. So if I do 4 lunches a week and 4 breakfasts, it comes out to $50. So it's still under my weekly grocery budget. And then I can just, you know, cook at home on the weekends. But it'll just help me out so much, because what has been happening is I haven't been liking what I've been cooking. I've been off touch with my cooking. Like I said, like I cook vegan, but I'm not liking what I'm making, and then that's an issue because then I end up wanting to eat something else. And we've all been there. I think, you know, today I actually bonded with my coworkers over that. Like, oh, I brought lunch, but I don't want to eat it because like I'd rather have sushi, you know. So we went to sushi for lunch today as a little splurge. But starting next week, it'll be my first week getting this meal delivery to my job, breakfast and lunch. So that should help out tremendously, because all I have to do is focus on dinner. It'll be something simple, avocado toast, something like that. And so for the time being, I'm not too worried about the plant-based. I'm eating mostly plant-based. So, you know, maybe I'll have some tuna for dinner with crackers. I don't know. But I'm just focused on losing this weight. And then I'll be mentally prepared to dive into my plant-based diet. So that's what's going on with me. That is everything that has been happening in my life. So, you know, I always keep you guys updated and in the loop with what's going on in my life. And I'm going to try to keep making videos for you guys. You guys don't understand. Like, I don't monetize these videos. I don't make money off of this. I love making videos, and I love making the videos. I love posting the videos. I love seeing your comments. The only thing I don't like is editing. It's difficult. I'm not that tech savvy, but I try my best because I truly love putting out decent content for you guys. So yeah, that was my update. I'm gonna continue to try to make videos for you guys about anything and everything that's going on in my life, because that's what you guys are here for, is to see the circus that is my life. It's an epic one. Also, let me know what you guys think about the highlights. Let me see if I can show you guys a little bit more. They're kind of growing out, as you can see, but yeah, I did get highlights, and I'm really liking this lighter color, you know. I think I'm gonna do my hair again in December, and I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. But yeah, I really like the how the color looks on me. But you guys can let me know down below what you think about it. Anyways, so I do have planned a curly hair video, or a few curly hair videos, because I have some interesting finds, some interesting products that I want to talk about. So, you know, if you want to stay tuned for all these wonderful things, more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, if you like this video, if you're like, thanks Jess for updating us, I missed you, give me a thumbs up, so I know we're here, you and me right here. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy that. I will be back very soon with another video. I love you guys. Until next time, bye.